Well, good morning and happy Friday is my Monday. Okay, we're back again, y'all, and I've got me some toys. I'm not real sure how to use them all yet, but we're doing the best they can. Okay, so we are jam-packed with things to talk about this week. I had to actually bring my coffee. I have my water bottle because it's gonna be jam-packed with just information about real estate. Y'all, spring has sprung. Like, it is here. It is 100% here. People keep calling me saying, when should I put my house on the market? It's right now. It's right now. They are coming on the market literally every single day. In every area that we have a buyer, it's like, okay, this one, okay, this one. Because what do you tell a buyer, right? They're like, okay, Audra, I really love this house, but what if there's a better one that comes on the market tomorrow? And do you know what my answer always is? There will be. There will always be another house that comes on the market. There will. And you might like it better. So when you make a decision on a house that you're gonna buy, you have to be all in. You have to say, this is the house that I want to buy. This is why I wanna buy it. And this is where I see my family. Okay, this is where we're gonna go to sleep every single night. And that's what you have to tell yourself. Like, you have to say, if there is another house that comes on the market, like, I'm gonna stop looking. I'm turning off all my searches. I'm gonna stop looking because this is my house. And once you program your brain to do that, then you are ready to buy, okay? So that's really exciting. So y'all, I brought my notebook because we've got so much to talk about. We've been getting things done. The Audra O'Neill team has been hustling. These people have been slinging real estate, getting deals done, writing amendments, solving problems, getting homes ready for market. It has been a very eventful couple of weeks. Okay. So first, I want to tell you guys, we did photograph 3 properties this week, all in one day. It was like a full photo shoot day. We have a new hovercraft camera, so we're really excited to see how that followed us around and to show you some of that footage. We do a whole content day at these properties where we go to every room, we take professional photos, we take 4 shots of every single room in addition to taking video. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, Audra, why don't you just use the AI? It can just do it. You know, it can, but also we want to teach you how you can live in the house. What you're gonna do around the house, because that's really important when you're deciding where you wanna live. We have a lot of relocation of people that come in and out of the area, and it's important for them to know where the restaurants are, where the gym is, where the bank is, where's the post office, where are all these things that you're gonna do in your daily lives. How do I get to the grocery store? How far am I from the grocery store? What if I need to run out and get some sugar because I forgot sugar and I'm trying to bake a cake? Like, everyone knows I don't bake, but that was really funny. But anyway, so that's the things that people want to know. So that's the kind of lifestyle that we are portraying in all of our listings so that people can truly not just see the house, but see where the house is and what your life is going to be like. So one of those listings that we photographed is going to be a private listing. It is not going to hit the market. You have to be on the Audra O'Neill team exclusive list in order to get your hands on that. So that one's going to be really exciting to sell. We've already got some interest on that. The other 2 are going to come to market. We're very excited to be presenting those. It happens to be, but they all have similar specs. They all have 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. One of them has a pool. 2 of them do not. They are, let's see, one's on a cul-de-sac. One's on kind of a cul-de-sac. And actually 2 of them are on a real cul-de-sac and the other one's on kind of a cul-de-sac. So that's really exciting. So can't wait to show those to our Audra O'Neill team exclusive buyer list. Let's see, I have some highlights to talk about. One of our team members bought her first investment property. Y'all, and the reason I tell you that is because what's really exciting about being on the Audra O'Neill team is that we are constantly talking to not only our realtors, but also our staff about growing their portfolio and wealth, whether that's properties or investing or their 401ks or whatever it is. We try to counsel them on ways to use the money that they make, because the most money that you make is when your salary or your hourly rate or things like that. So spending that money wisely or saving that money wisely or making sure that you're buying something that's going to be an income producing asset for you is something that we counsel not only our clients on, but also our team members. Because as you know, this goal hasn't gone away. Mike and I made this goal many years ago. We want 10 people around us to be millionaires. And we hope we can make that 20. We want people around us to be we want them to blossom. We love it when we see people either start their own businesses or invest or make money on their money. And that is super exciting. And watching people make money on social media and then spend it wisely and keep it and not treat it like lotto money is exciting too. So if you are making lots of money on social media, make sure you're doing your tax returns correctly so that we can go and use that income to invest in an income producing asset. Okay, that's a little tip. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is getting things done. You know, and being a great salesperson, most people think it's talking somebody into something. You know what I mean? Like, you should really buy this house because it has, you know, good paint and it's got, you know, the white cabinets and it's updated and all the things. And that's not what people want in a salesperson. Okay? People want results. They want, they want the outcome to be what they want it to be. Okay? So you have to work very intelligently with people. So let me just give you an example of what happened. So if you're a realtor out there, I want to tell you one of the most important things that you're ever going to do, which is part of the story I'm about to tell you, is answer your phone. Okay? Such an important quality in a real estate agent. When you get home, your mouth should be tired of talking because you have been talking all day, and your ringer and your phone battery should be half dead because you answered your phone so much during the day. Okay? Just that's how you're supposed to be as a real estate agent. Okay, so we gave an offer to this property. It had been on the market for 160 days. And it was a little bit of a complex offer because it had been on the market for a hot minute. It needed some work. It needed some paint. It needed some mechanical stuff. It needed some love. And the seller didn't do it and was just sitting there, and they wanted this high price for it. So we sent a little bit of a complex offer. It had a few moving parts in it, but I explained it. I wrote out an email for the agent. The agent even had an agent partner, and we sent over the offer. Now, this was a 3-week close. So we had to get on it because we had to do our option period, we had to do our inspections, and then we had to get this thing closed because our people wanted to get in right away because they have big plans for the month of March and they didn't have time to waste on this, okay? So we get it over to her, and literally the whole day goes by, zero communication. And I'm like, hey, have you presented this offer? What's going on? Help me help you. We want to get this deal done. We would really like to get it signed today, okay? Next morning comes around, call her again. What's going on? Well, now I'm going to give it to my business partner. I'm like, okay, have we presented it to the seller yet? Well, not yet. Why? Okay, why? Why aren't we getting deals done? Why aren't we sending that offer to the seller? I even wrote you out an email. Copy and paste it, forward it, whatever you want to do. I wrote all of the details out explaining our offer in an email, okay? So finally, Tuesday afternoon comes around. The business partner finally calls me around 1 or 2. Then we finally hear back. I'm like, okay, have y'all presented it to the seller yet? This has now been well over 24 hours and they have not presented this offer to the seller, and it's a 3-week close, and it's a pretty good offer. So, and we're just like, why, right? So they finally call us back and they just say, no, we're declining your offer. And I'm like, why? Oh, he just doesn't want it. He just doesn't want it. You don't want to counter it. You don't want, it was a good offer, y'all. It was a pretty good offer. And so I called the agent and I was like, will you please answer your phone? She was like, okay, fine. So once she answered her phone, we got on the phone. I said, hey, listen, I know this is totally unorthodox and not normal, but can we get on a 3-way call with your seller so that we can talk about this offer? Because I don't really have a reason other than we're just declining the offer. Which part didn't you like? The sales price, the credits, the fact that he said he was gonna paint and give a carpet allowance and we put it in there. Did he not like the number? Does he want to negotiate that number? What are we talking about here? Like, we have nowhere to go. And we want to buy this house, okay? So she's like, okay, well, let me call him and ask him, and if he's okay with it, we'll do it. I said, it'll be a 3-way call. We'll all be on the phone together. She goes, okay. And she calls me back and says, he said yes. And I said, great, let's put it together. So this is 8:30 that night because, again, we're on a time crunch. We had to get things done, okay? I already had inspections set for the next day, anticipating an executed offer. So we get on the phone and we actually have a very pleasant conversation, and I am explaining everything to the seller as we presented the offer. And I'm like, hey, is there anything about this offer that you don't like? And he was like, well, I think I'd rather do it this way. And I said, all right, well, let me talk to the seller. Let me get right back, or the buyer, let me get right back to you and see if we can't put this together. Called the buyer. He said, you know what? Let's do it that way. That's fine. Either way, it was a fair offer for both the buyer and the seller, because that's our job, right? Is to explain. It's not to win. It's to explain so that they can get the outcome that they want. Okay? So got that done, y'all. So the next morning, we had an executed contract. I did have to push inspections to the next day, so I was a little irritated about that, but that's for another story. Got the inspections done, negotiated through that. That was a little complex too, but we did get that done, and we are on our way to closing in just a couple of days. So that is a really exciting story, because it's about the outcome, because that's what our clients wanted. He had a house to sell, and my clients wanted to buy one. Okay. Another really fun fact is there was a house on the market that I had actually shown to several buyers. It was not my listing. It was on the market for well over 300 days, and the Audra O'Neill team ended up putting it under contract. So that was really exciting, and a good thing that we wanted to say to the world is that there is a buyer for everything, and sometimes the timing is a little wonky, but there is a buyer for everything, and he's very happy to have gotten a really good deal on that house. And then we have open houses this weekend. You'll hear about all those on our social media. Make sure you follow us. And thanks for listening to our podcast. They're going to get better and better. We are going to be interviewing somebody next week. I know we said we were going to do that this week, but the plans just got crazy busy with our guest. So we are definitely bringing our guest on next week. So stay tuned. We'll be announcing that before Friday so that you can tune in for Friday. All right, y'all have a great day.